parallel universes, different realities. The Earth is splitting up. There are 2 Earths now, 3 Earths, 4 Earths. What is really going on? Well, I got an insight today, resulting from reading an article a dear friend of mine wrote and connecting several dots, my own life experiences and what I've read, different things throughout the history. And I really felt to share this with you because this perspective could help you on your journey. So fasten your seatbelts and let's go for this ride. Like, subscribe and share. Hi, my name is Lotfi. Welcome new video of mine. There's a lot of talk about transition, consciousness change, rise in frequency, split up of the earth, split up of reality, and I've been hearing this for already several years. And interesting thing is that exactly 2 years ago I recorded a video on this subject from a certain point of view, talking about a reality of fear and reality of love. And I will pin the video up here, and also at the end of the video you'll see a square. And today I would like to address this subject from a new angle, as this morning I got an insight after reading something that a dear friend of mine shared. And sometimes you read something and then it starts to process. And so my insight on this subject is that if we pay attention, any of us, any of you watching this, you just look at your own life. You look at the people you interact with, directly or indirectly, the people that you're not talking to but who are walking on the street, sitting in the metro with you or on the bus, people you may even see on TV or on social media. What you may notice is that they see the world completely differently. I mean, the people you feel really connected to, they probably have the same kind of view. Maybe you even have the same kind of view of me, like me, and that's why you're watching my videos. If not, I hope that my perspective will put you to think, trigger you, not for you to start believing what I'm believing, to see things my way, but at least take a peek and see that there are different ways of looking at the same thing, and then from each angle you see something different. And feel free to share your perception from your viewpoint in the comments or in a direct message. Or even we could have a live together where we have a discussion in the series Spontaneous Conversations. I'll put the link up here now as well, and in the description. So if you look, you see how everyone is experiencing differently. But not only that, sometimes it looks like those people are living in a completely different world. Yes, we see them, we may even talk to them, even have a drink with them, but they're living in a completely different reality. And it could be that they are really afraid of everything that is hitting us, all the attacks that are being thrown at us, the dangers in the world, or the total opposite, that they know it's somewhere out there, but it's not affecting their lives at all, or only a tiny bit, or it just encourages them to make that change they already wanted to make, but they never really got to it, and now was like the right moment to make that change. Some people have been experiencing a great lack in their lives, financial, social. Some people have never experienced a full stomach, but then other people always had everything working out for them, or had always plenty of money, or never had to worry about certain things that most people are worrying about at least once a month. And yet all these different people are walking by us, or we know that they live next door, or whatever. And sometimes when we talk with them, it's like we live on a different planet. And this is not something only from the recent years. And that was maybe the biggest thing of my insight today. That if you look back 10, 20 years ago, way before 2012, when things started to change, because astrologically or astronomically, let's say in the physical world, not in the astrology world, but if you look at where our solar system is in space, and our whole solar system moved into a new area of space where the vibration is higher, literally. They have measured this in 2012, end of 2012. It became measurable, the difference, compared to before. But 2012 is also when a lot of people start to awaken. So this could mean that, hey, maybe there is a relationship between the two. There's a link. People are talking about a lot of light codes now coming in, and hey, there is a lot of solar activity. Maybe there is a link. But also, if you look at history, and you pick any piece of history and you look at it carefully, you will see that even then, different people were living in different realities. And scientists have already concluded clearly that parallel universes exist, that every moment there's a split, and there is again new parallel universes being created because of the choices we make. We can go left, we can go right. Oh, maybe there were 3 choices. We could also go straight or go back. Okay, then 4 choices. So new realities. Because the point where we are now in our existence, each and every one of us, is the result of our past, choices, decisions that we made or were made for us. I lived in several countries because my parents came from several countries. Other people never left the country, maybe not even their state or region or province. Some people never left their village, or maybe went once or twice to the closest city. That is because of where they were born, of the choices their parents made, and then the choices they made. And so I experienced from young age that my reality was very different from that of my classmates. Living in Tunisia, having a mother from the Netherlands, visiting the Netherlands every few years, I had very different experiences than what they had. For one, I was flying from the moment I was born. I was used to being in an aircraft, flying a few hours from one continent to the other. Most people where I was living would never fly ever in their lives, and some would be lucky if they would fly once they would be in their 30s or 40s, once or twice in their lives. I was experiencing complete different society every few years for a few months. I was raised by two very different cultures. And so my view on the world was different from theirs. And what we see today, we see a lot of polarity. Like, those people are stupid, those are bad, they're ignorant, they're unevolved, they're whatever. We are the good ones, we are the smart ones, we're the awakened, we're the ascending ones, or there is those who are pro medication, those who are against certain medication. There are all these polarities. And it's just the same. It's just a different perception of life. And yes, I said that part of where we are today is because of choices made by others for us. But from a certain point in your life, you're responsible for your own choices. And you choose which way you go, consciously, subconsciously. There's no good, there's no bad. There's just different. And if you have a viewpoint like mine, which is that we are energetic beings, souls who have a human experience, a 3D experience, who incarnated to have a taste, to experience things that you cannot experience as a pure energetic being. It's just like playing a board game with all its limitations. You can only move around in a certain way on that board, not go somewhere else. The tools at your disposal are the pieces, the cards, maybe some money, maybe some houses or hotels like in Monopoly that you can put on the board, and that's the reality we're experiencing as the real world. It's that reality here in the 3D. We wanted to experience all the different things that we experience as humans. Love versus hatred, fear, lack, restriction. If you pay attention, you see that most people are experiencing the negative things. There's all the focus. And maybe that is because that's exactly what we came to do. If you're a pure energetic being, you do not have all those limitations and restrictions. So that is what we came to experience. How is it to do that and that? It's a role play. And so what I encourage you is to just be open to this possibility. This is what we came here to do, and this is how we are living our lives. Which makes it more fun, easier to deal with, because as it's just an experience, it's just a game we're playing. We know that at the end of the game, we will have had the experience of playing the game. And if we're playing the game not to win, but just for the experience of playing the game, then we can enjoy. Yes, you may have gone through a difficult period in your life. When I say have, it means it's already in the past. You're not experiencing it anymore. Which means you got out of it, you evolved out of it, you grew out of it, you managed to change things, to transform things, to be here where you are today. So, you had a restriction in the game, you struggled, you dealt with it, you resolved it somehow, and now you're here. So, you can look back and see like, hey, I successfully went through that experience. I finished it, I'm here now. Maybe you are still in a certain thing that is a pattern in your life. Well, that means that there is still something you need to learn. There are still lessons. There is still something to develop, to transform, to really get it, and then move. So maybe stop judging others and stop judging those who are judging the others. And then, hey, maybe I'm judging you for judging others and judging me for judging others who are judging others. Whatever life throws at us, it's just an experience. It's our experience. It's our life. Comparing ourselves to others is irrelevant. It's purposeless. It's useless. It's a waste of energy. Connect here. Connect with your soul. Connect with your body. You always know exactly what to do. And if you need help with that, if it's still difficult for you, well, I can help you with that. I've trained many people on this. I've guided many people through difficult periods in their lives. And I've been going through it as well. Day in, day out, year in, year out. And I'm here. And I can smile, I can laugh about things. Even though there are many people who may not remember the last time they laughed. So do you remember the last time you laughed? Really laughed? You really felt good. Not because something big, gigantic happened or came to you. No. Because you simply enjoy the moment. Whether it's being by yourself, whether it's being in nature or having a talk with someone. Seeing something beautiful or funny. choice is yours. What you do with your life. Which reality you create. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Like, subscribe and share.